Oh, jeez, I'm bad. That's definitely gonna demonetize me, even though it's a great clip. I love the fact that people just send me random fullback clips. Like it's just like I wake up this morning when it's 3rd and 1 on the goal line, and the coach takes the fullback out and goes to shotgun, and it's a guy going crazy. I'm like, yeah, that's me. We technically shift the shotgun too, but we go two back. We run the Wildcat at Mandarin, so like we're new aged, but hey, Virion Spiral coming out. Question if FSU will be able to execute like I think the defense will, but the offense not being able to run the counter is sad. Well, damn. Enjoying the positive vibes and energy early here, aren't we? Good night. Bringing up old shit. Like, goddamn, how long we gonna hold on to this loss, man? Nah, I'm just fucking with you, man. Listen, you got every right to do that. Trying to figure out what George is talking about. My bad. I'm reading the chat like I'm in here in the lobby waiting with y'all. But anyways, good morning, everybody. It's just your boy at Big Game James _36. This is Big Games B.S, part of Den Media Group, presented by AlphaClinicOnline.com. Man, it muted me. All right. Are we good now? I know there might be an echo. All right, cool. So, anyways, I forgot what I was about to do. Just pull up the the Facebook and just go to my page. It should be like the last thing that I put up. Because I want to show you guys what happens when you actually do this thing the right way. Like it's crazy. The results that you can get between semaglutide, BPC 157, eating right, working out, doing all kinds of different stuff. Once Miles puts it, I want to show you guys. His name is Bobby Gonzalez. Now, Bobby G is very Mexican. Dope. Married a Japanese wife. It's crazy. I trained his son Ashton. Bobby G has lost like a whole person. And he's only been on it since around November, December. He got on around November, December-ish of last year. Kind of played around a little bit, but then like got after it. And the reason why I muted it is because one of my friends made it like he's not really a friend, Facebook friend, like did some politics shit that bothered the fuck out of me. Hold on, I could just I guess I could have just sent you the link and made it a lot easier.
It's really slow right now. The internet
Get the damn, I put more than I thought. All right. Oh, so you're on it now?
He's about to share the screen. Okay.
Nah, not that one.
Oh,
Not that one. That's the business page. It's all good. I might have just send this to you now, so you can just click on your. Oh, I could just send it to your messenger. I would have to find it. Damn, this is really bad radio right now. All the sounds. I'm trying to. This is a long ass commercial for Alpha Male. I just sent it to your Facebook messengers. Anyways, bottom line is Bobby's dropped a lot of weight. I'm not feeling his haircut right now, just because I can roast him a little bit. That's my guy. But his haircut's kind of fucked up. Wait a minute, hold up. Hey, Jesus Christ. Your brothers went from 205 to 36 to a fucking circle?
360.
Like, I do know a guy who does it. My friend Tom does that too, but that's not healthy, by the way. Like, no yo-yo. And don't I hate when people lose weight because of a relationship. Like, if you were just working out before that, you wouldn't have to worry about this shit. But blow up Bobby. This is Alpha Clinic right here. It's 253. He was like 300 something earlier. He was, all of this stuff. He's like, that's right. I went from 46 waist to 36. He's still husky. He's still like, listen, man, compared to what he was, he's not. Like, he's getting better. He's working out. All right. So this is where I got here's where I got mad and why I muted it. All right. Does anybody see, like, one, Bobby's Mexican. Bobby is Republican, but he's Mexican. This dude comes and says, I see you doing that white power salute. I'm like, bitch, he is literally, this is a 50-year-old man trying to post one of them sexy selfies. He is not thinking about nothing other than, and I said, and he's Mexican. Clearly, Mexicans ain't tossing up white power shit. I'm like, just don't be a fucking hater, man. That's all I'm saying, man. This is about nothing political. It's about literally just trying to become the best you. And I want to salute and shout out my guy, Bobby G. We just need to get Bobby G a fade.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about the little. Yeah, I'm not feeling. I gotta tell him I'm not feeling the haircut. I don't know what. Maybe that's what. Yes, okay, we'll give him that. The haircut gives Proud Boys. I'm just fucking around. Please, I'm clearly just messing around. Bobby's literally been getting after it. Bobby texted me and said, "Hey man, is this bullshit or is it real?" Because he saw Mike Tyson boxing in his underwear, and he has a grandson now. He's like, I want to get into fighting weight. I'm like, Bobby, come on, holla at Christina. She'll get you right. All that bullshit. Bobby G looking good. Look at svelte. So that's that. Inside the world's greatest cigar lounge, Goodfellas, hanging out here. Yeah, I can't pimp that haircut. It's just like, it's not doing it for me. Everything else is magnificent, but he might feel so good right now that he don't even give a fuck about the hair. I mean, he is Bobby. Like, one of the most diabolical Bobbies that have ever graced this planet is a guy by the name of Bobby Womack. And Bobby Womack was stealing people's girls with diabolical hairlines. Like, his hairline was like a moonroof. Like, half the top was gone. Like, he was just convertible hairlines. Like, in the 80s, it was crazy. It was an amazing time to be alive. The dude with the worst hairline was getting all the bad bitches. Yeah, that was because of the Jerry curl. But, and the cocaine. The cocaine definitely. Cocaine was definitely. I think there was a kid doing cocaine on Friday. Or fentanyl. Fuck it. Fuck that kid. Number 4 from Creekside. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with him. He was talking to himself. He was growling, barking and shit. Like, nobody was like slapping himself in the head. And I'm like, yo, he might not be okay. My man says, Polo Kid, shout out to Bobby. All my Mexican homeboys are thin and doing that wild comeback. That shit's wild, man. It is the wild. Hold on, man. You know what? Since he's here, let me see if we can get. Since Miles is doing something, this is the perfect time to just bullshit. Like, that's how we do. Let me see. Oh, what's up, Bobby? We over here just kind of half giving you props and half clowning you here on my show. One, you look amazing. Just want to let you know that. Second, we got to do something with the hair. What's going on with the comb over? My man said that all of his Mexican friends are doing this thinning thing. They're thinning and slimming down and doing he's calling it the Mexican comb over. You look like a boy though. I'll give you that.
But I'm hanging out with all these Cubans now. I got to go with that hard part.
Oh, you know what? All right. That explains it. Now that you said you're hanging out with your other Hispanic homies, now everything makes sense. Now it makes sense, man.
When in Rome, right?
Yeah, man. Hey, you got to fit in, man. I'm not mad at it. Now that you explained it, we can't clown as much. Now I get it. You're fitting in. I ain't mad at it. You look good, man.
Well, good. I'm just over here. You remember that picture I sent you with Mike Tyson? Fat Mike Tyson, skinny Mike Tyson?
Yep.
By January, I'll be ready to post that picture.
All right, man. Shoot. All right. There it is, man. Well, all right, man. I'll talk to you later, bro. I'll talk to you later. All right, bye. Now we got clarity, and y'all also see that I'm not bullshitting. Did y'all hear it? The Mike Tyson thing? Yeah, but you got to be accurate. He's better than me. I would have just said I'm 253. But he wants you to know that he's 253.3. So with the points, though, you can never have a bad day. Because if you don't lose any weight, if you lose 0.3 pounds, you lost weight. But like me, I would have just been like, nah, I'd have just actually, you know what? I wouldn't even said I'm 253. You know what I'm saying? I'm 250. Positive. But anyways, going into housekeeping. Season actually starts on Monday. Week 0 does not count. We have the tailgate of all tailgates. It is up. It is no longer my pin tweet, but we can get it to you. Please sign up for it if you want to be a part of the tailgate at Florida State. Lot 19. We eat all you can eat, all you can drink. I have no idea what food will be there, but I do know that we will have liquor. It'll be top shelf. We may have some beer. Right now we don't have as many people signed up because a lot of y'all ain't real, as the song says. I'm not, but this is what we did last year. Part of the tailgate. We had 1,000 people last year. I don't think I can handle 1,000 people at this point in my life right now, but it'll be great to have 50 to 100. So to come hang out. Also, while we're doing this, I make this announcement a couple of times. If you would like tickets to the game, we do need to get the spin the wheel, Miles. Put it, well, for the tickets to the game. It's Wednesday.
Okay.
So if you would like tickets to the game, you can put in there, like just put a hand raise or something in there. And I will we will put you on the list. If you would like, you get one entry per person. If you're on Twitter, you don't get to participate. Bring your stupid ass to YouTube like we've been asking you so that you can win. Now, if you would like to get extra slots, it's $2. You can $2 or you can do a super chat. Actually, you know what? You could do this, Jaden. Like the people put their hands up, just put them down like on the notes, and then we can add that toward the end of the show. It's a pair of tickets. Primo, I will not. Yes, I will get you a flight on Spirit. I'll get you the lowest rate. You got to purchase everything else. If you would like to, $2, just go ahead. You can super chat more, and that can help you get more entries. So that's the only way to do it. So if you give $10 on the super chat or you cash app $10, then I will make sure you get 5 extra entries. If not, everybody gets a free entry right now that's in here. So yeah. So if you want to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, this is the positive part. This is what we do. Nobody else's show does this kind of bullshit. Okay. All right. We have 60 on YouTube right now. All right, cool. More than I thought. I don't know how to tell you how to raise your hand, but put the Varian spiral. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know either.
Like I'm trying to figure out, like sometimes you got people got names and shit, like you want to know what the meaning of the name is, but whatever. Long story short, we got tickets to the game, tickets to the tailgate. You know what? We should only allow greenies, but the greenies get something else though, and we're gonna go over that in a second. But actually, we'll go over that right now. Greenies, it's your opportunity to win $50 this week. We have the ESPN. You have to be on ESPN. You have to be a member to win. But this week is the first week of college football, the college pick'em. Now, if you're a greenie, the information on how to join the pick'em, I'll repost it again. We'll repost it again, but it's in the community on the YouTube right now. Right now, you have to win the spread. You're not just winning the games. So if Freddie's not cooking, Freddie's not getting shit. So Freddie, unless you bring in some ribs, don't we get you in the game. I'll get you 2 tickets if you bring it. If that's a fair trade to me. I will give you fucking 2. If you cooking, I'll give you a pair of tickets, brother. And yes, Polo Kid, we are literally colorist here on this show. We only whites don't. Oh, all right. Well, Robert Wallen times 5. All right, but anyways, for college football picking, you can win $50 if you are a greenie. We have Penn State versus West Virginia. They're getting -10.5. I don't trust Penn State's offense like that. Their defense is pretty good. I'm going to pick that. Vanderbilt versus Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech better represent the ACC well. I'm getting them 10.5. Georgia is getting 13.5 over Clemson. I'm gonna take that. South Dakota State Jackrabbits are only getting 7.5 points over Oklahoma State. I'm taking the 7.5 on the coach that plays drunk players. The Akron Zips are giving up a half a century to Ohio State. There's no way Ohio State's covering that, right? No way, right? They got to have some pride. Texas, the quarterback and the wide receiver who gave up $600,000 to leave Colorado State, they're playing. You know what? I believe in that quarterback. I'm betting that. Alabama Crimson Tide covering the spread. Bobby went real. He just sent me a picture. Went real comb over, real slick part. Like Michigan and Fresno State. I don't think they could do it without stealing the signs. All right, the one I'm having struggle with, because if I win, I'm keeping the $50 for myself. By the way, Notre Dame Fighting Irish versus Texas A&M. Who do y'all got? Anybody? They're getting 1.5. This is basically a pick 'em right here. I think Notre Dame wins this, right? Am I wrong for that? And they're playing at Texas A&M though. Meet the Knoll I just ran into someone who has a long history with Daryl Jackson. Said he is soft as hell and always has been. How much stock would you put into that? I wouldn't put much into that, man. That sounds like some hater ass shit to me. That's fucked up. Yeah, okay. Notre Dame, I'm with you. Notre Dame. We're gonna go Notre Dame. Notre Dame, wait a minute. I just realized Notre Dame was given points. Holy shit. I think Arizona Wildcats have a potent offense. I don't know anything about their defense. I'm not giving 31.5 points to that. And what do y'all think the total? I'm gonna go 55 with the total point scored Clemson versus Georgia. All right. So I made my picks. Go make your picks. If you're a greenie, if you're not a greenie, you can't do it. Luke is a greenie, so he should be able to vote. And I was gonna say I'll send you something because Luke sent me something on the side so I can make sure he gets the stuff. Man, like, yeah, I just don't see. I hope Elko wins that. I hope he does that. But just remember, each week greenies and that doesn't. If you're a greenie next week, you can participate in it. There is a total point, so the person who wins the entire thing, they get a chance to get a bonus. Everybody participate in it. It's technically free if you pay $3.99. I don't know how that works, but it works somehow. But just make your picks. That's part of the perks of membership. We got a new YouTube channel that I need you guys to be able to go and join. I may even put some perks if we get you guys there. The biggest perk right now is if we get 1,000. If we can get 1,000 subs on Mandarin University, I will make sure we will have streaming services up for that. So you'll get a chance to watch Mandarin High School. Go check out Mandarin U's YouTube. We got some cool stuff up there right now. I guess we can put up the things here. Miles got to get this thing shortened. The housekeeping, but just need everybody to go check that out. We'll be having shorts and quick videos. Jaden's doing a good job of uploading things to that. Make sure y'all go click the link. Cost you nothing to subscribe, unless you're a hater, and then now take it out of you. But we got some other stuff that we're adding up onto that. Some more content. That's just one of the content. They will also be on our YouTube video, our YouTube as well as we're growing that. But there's going to be a special docu-series that we'll have. Matter of fact, click on the Toby Bullock thing so you can kind of see, even though I don't necessarily, we could have just posted the whole thing. But the one with the moon to the right of Jamie. Yep, click on that so we can listen to one Herbert Bullock III. We got, I guess.
Back then, we're on AC, but I told Jamie French, baby.
So that's cool. Jamie has a deal with GLD, and so he got Toby a chain, and he told Toby, Toby said, I'll only wear the chain if we beat Creekside. And he's never beaten Creekside in 3 years of playing them. So we finally got over that hump right there. So, but keep playing it. It shows some of the stuff like some cool little familial moments with Herb and Mama right there. Oh, Luke, I could have been told you. Luke, y'all didn't. Luke, you didn't lose Jamie French. All right, that's it. Y'all didn't lose Jamie French. You never had him. So I don't want you to feel bad about that. Angelo, I'm not saying the prayer because, God damn it, we didn't. I need people to sign up for the tailgate and stop being some. What I'm about to start the show with is that some of y'all nose ain't real. Luke, y'all never lost Jamie. You never had him. All right, it was just he really liked visiting Miami. He's been Texas damn near the whole way. IMHO. You'll find out officially August 30th. That's Mama Maggie's birthday. So make sure y'all tune in. We'll have that bitch stream. Man, fuck all that shit. Miles, what you doing? You working on Thursday? No, Friday. Shit. No, we got the show. Yeah, man, fuck that. We all getting up early going to Mandarin. Okay. Like, we gonna stream that bitch. Like, fuck on 3 and all that other shit and blah blah blah. Bitch, then me watch me do me. Grant, are y'all practicing on Sunday? If y'all not practicing on Sunday, I can't do the whistle this week. We'll have to try it another time. But all right, go to the next thing. I don't know where we're at. So right now, Mandarin's ranked number 6, according to USA Today in the state of Florida. I go to my son's Pop Warner practice, and I am being accosted by a bunch of jits. Hey, you coach at Mandarin. Do you know who B.Fi is? Who? Number 81 is pretty good. Oh, you mean Bryson? Bryson Wright. Yeah, B.Fi. No. His motherfucking name is Bryson. We would not be calling no 14-year-old by no nickname until he earns the goddamn nickname. It's close. But Sports Mart, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not, I don't even, my bad. Disregard any comments I said about Broderick French, excuse me. Like, just disregard that. But anyways, Mandarin's good. I'm going to be a hater. I am going to make money off of I'm going to make money off of jits now. Fuck everybody else. Everybody else getting paid off of these jits, man. Fuck them kids. It's going to be me. It's going to be me. But check. Listen. These motherfuckers good. This boy has literally got the entire middle school and elementary school landscape, like the world on, like the boy went viral. And when you really think, now don't get me wrong, he's incredibly talented, but he only had like 62 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Okay, well,
The one was really, really good. Like the one, like it was a lot going on there. Tons of he is going to be the number 1 overall prospect when it's all said and done. But like, I mean, how many people has he gone viral for in the just off the last 2 weeks? Oh, it's like we got more people on our sideline that we have just as many reporters as we do fans in the stands. And it fucking bothers me. And I don't like the little fat, weird looking one. Like, I'm gonna call you out. I don't know what your name is, but I'm gonna go and say that he's better than Jamie French. Bitch, what the fuck are you doing to us? And shout out to Bryson's dad for nipping that in the butt. Wayne, you're right. I can't get over there Saturday. My son has a game. I have to watch my son's game. I got to be a dad. But you're right, man. I didn't do it. We're rusty. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, we got to get this under control. So we'll get this handled back. They're recruiting them. They just got to get on this one. But they better start winning, because Colby is very vocal right now. He is a big Florida State fan, and he was not happy about the Georgia Tech loss. Like, Colby is really just saying, hey, y'all need to get your shit together. Like, y'all might lose them because of that. But anyways, going to the next thing. Man, that orange looks good. Again, Mandarin University. We need to strip this too, by the way. I'll send this to you. Former Mandarin University product, Terrell Jennings. Florida, also from Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. Y'all got practice Monday morning? It's a date. I will holler at David Plack. We will get this shit corrected, Grant. Big Game James in the band on Monday. We're going to let the band deal with this, as Trick Daddy would say. But let's watch Mandarin University product here. The lone state championship Mandarin has. He was a starting running back.
A little flick down the sideline here. I grabbed your arm. Oh my goodness!
What happened? Usually that means I said something stupid. I wasn't even talking.
Hope he makes the Patriots roster. We'll find out. We think he made it. So, 8 a.m. Jesus Christ! So fuck. On a Monday? Well, I guess I got it on a holiday? Oh. All right, I'll talk to Dave. Sacrifices you make for the team. Jesus Christ. All right. Anyways, going to the next thing. Long story short, Mandarin University is the best, and I need you guys to do that. Steve, I almost cried the first time. It was lightning too, so when I was blown away, it was just wow. I don't even know what that is, man. I just got to blow that up. Tickets to the game. I'm not even going to really try this year, but if you do have tickets that you need to get away, that if you have tickets that you want to purchase, right? this is a safe space. Holla at me. I could be your, if you're not going to go through StubHub, holla at me. I will try to get you and point you in the best direction. Somebody in the fan base got scammed. If you put it out on Twitter, you're going to get scammed. Damn, he's going to make the practice squad. Terrell will make the practice squad. I like that kid. He got some guaranteed money, so they're not going to just throw him away. But, yeah, but if you got tickets that you want to give away, throw them to me. I'll give it to a deserving kid. I know it's only 65,000 seats this year. That's why we're trying to do these different things to try to to encourage people to get into the seats. My seats are in the end zone, by the way, section 121 this year. It's no longer section 36 because they tore all that shit down and building the nice bougie shit. But section 1, I like the end zone anyway. You can see everything. And we're up section 121, row 14. So you're elevated up enough to be able to kind of see what's going down. So, and you get you get the shade. So it's never really hot over there. So like, good. But those are the tickets that I have. I'll probably keep them there too. Now I like that being right in the middle. I don't ever sit in them. I sit in the Champions Club or on the sideline. So going to the next thing. But again, if you want tickets, remember you get super chat or you can put it in there or fuck it. Somebody sends me $200. You got them. You got you got 2 tickets. So we're talking about, damn, we're going right into this. So Florida versus Miami, which is, that stinks that they didn't put that on the goddamn college pick'em. But my boy Blake B. Nuggy, also technically a de facto attorney for the Den, puts up the average line weight for Florida in the Florida-Miami game. UF average starters up front, 6'5", 322 on the O-line. The D-line is 6'5", 306. Miami average starters up front, 6'6", 317. I actually thought they were a little bit bigger than that. D-line, 6'3", 299. Long story short, very, very big fronts. I think, believe it or not, I think you're going to see a version of of Utah versus Florida a while ago, but really, which was Georgia Tech, Florida State, except for with better quarterback play. And what I mean by better quarterback play is that Florida's going to, with Mertz, they're going to have the confidence to try to push the ball down the field a little bit more. Which, if Miami's defense does what they're supposed to do, bodes well for a more exciting game and more offensive opportunities for the University of Miami. If whoever has, I'll put it like this: if Miami has 10 offensive possessions, they're going to win that game. Sports, and I just don't trust Billy. He's going to do something dumb to lose that game. What's wild about this is we can say that about both coaches. Right? I don't trust either one of them. But in my heart, I don't know if it's because I hate Florida way more than I hate Miami. I don't hate Miami. I hate Miami fans. Like, and not all of them. Luke's my guy. I like, that's fucked up. I didn't mean to do that. I was legitimately scratching my throat. I like X. And, X is a good dude. X is a guy, he's a Miami guy, and he has the thing on the attachment on his throat. Yeah, the trait, but he talks a lot. Like, he talks a lot for that. Like, I would think, I really have questions, but I don't want to ask the questions online. I want to ask the questions in real life. So probably when I see him for the Miami game, because I've never met him in person. And he's an asshole on Twitter, but he does too much good shit to be a complete asshole, right? King Malik, I don't know who talks more than me, dog. I don't have anything but I don't have any restrictions. I don't even talk shit on Twitter like that. I mean, I think that's the only way to, and that's a respect thing. That's the only way to beat Miami is if they limit them to under 60 snaps. That is a compliment to them. But I don't think that happens. I think Miami's defense is way more confident, way more competent. In the front seven, in the trenches. And I think Miami is going to have a better running game. I don't know. But we're going to the next thing with this game. But that was interesting that he put that up. I just can't. I think Miami's going to win. Okay, we got some people talking a little shit about sports, about the game. So let's listen to what the pundits have to say.
We hear you.
Oh, no, this is Florida.
We hear all
Florida's
the doubt.
geeked up
This
hype
is
video.
impossible.
No. Look, play this.
The most difficult schedule anyone has ever seen.
We feel the weight of your expectation. We sense the pressure, the anticipation, and we love it.
We welcome the challenge.
This is why you come to the SEC. This is why you play at Florida, is for these matchups. We want to play at the highest level against the greatest competition.
So go after like a black man. Go after like your family depends on it. Get it on me, get it on 3, 1, 2, 3, hey. You're in a special place that has history, that has tradition. Flip the switch. No fear.
We're just more looking to prove ourselves right.
We know what people are saying, but we're here to strive together to go win.
That didn't motivate me at all. I feel like that's false bravado.
It didn't feel real.
It didn't feel real at all. Like, not confident at all. Like, this is why you come here to play, to get your ass whooped. Bud is wild. Remove the one D lineman and they're off the weight average, it goes down to 200. That's wild. Their DC is really trash. James, what would honestly surprise you about the team this year if it happened? I ain't even gonna lie to you, meet the no. Brother, the big right now, if they run the table, that'd surprise the fuck out of me. Like, that's the only thing that would surprise me. Right now, this team could be 10 wins or 8 wins, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a lot. That's a big difference. I really got to see what they do against Boston College. Like, we'll get to that in a second, but yeah. My man Primo said they're going to allow multiple scores on the front end and the back end. Holy shit. Oh, man. No, I don't want a tie. A tie gives us, there's no one, it can't happen. And yeah, I don't know. Go to the next thing we got for this game, though. It's sad. Like, we had a lot of people talking about the Georgia Tech game, but not a lot of people have been talking about this Florida-Miami matchup. Outside of Twitter. Miami fan, Luke, this had to be Luke right here. Luke put up $12,000 and could potentially win $612,000 if Miami runs the table and wins the national championship.
Oh wow!
So shout out to Luke.
He just lost $12,000
with the cash investment, putting his money where his mouth is. In my heart of hearts, I want Luke to win this. If it wasn't for everybody else,
all the fans,
I would want Luke to win this. But because everybody else that's a Miami fan, I don't want Luke to win this at all. Because all I will hear about is weird. Like, because into their defense, they've been getting it for 20 years. Not even 20 years. Shit. What is this? It's 2024, so
Yeah,
I'm
longer than
19
2
years
years.
removed from Florida State. They haven't won since I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 2002. So 22 years.
22 years, yeah.
22 years.
Mm-hmm.
They've been getting heaped on. Okay, shout out to Luke.
Yeah, shout out Luke.
Well, no, not about $12. Luke did something else. Tanisha gets 5 extra entries because Luke donated $10 through Apple Pay. He said he wants to do that for Tanisha to be able to try to win for her and her jit. That was very nice, Luke.
Shout out Luke.
Hope again now Tanisha's probably going to be like maybe she should get some of that $12,000. Just give her some of that $612,000 you're going to potentially win in January.
He said we're going to Cancun when he cash out. We all going.
Shit, we're gonna have a great time in Vegas. Not Vegas, excuse me.
Mexico.
In New Orleans for the Super Bowl this year with that kind of money.
Oof.
All right, go to the next thing. There's got to be somebody breaking it down. All right, let's go with this.
Mario heard it a couple times last year too, right? There were some games that should have been won that weren't, especially the Georgia Tech game. And Miami is listed as a favorite when you look around. However, Sportsline does its own math and says it's the Gators winning by 6.
Yeah, I'm with Sportsline. I think the Gators are going to win this game. Graham Mertz, I believe, is going to be the difference in this
Why
game.
do you say that, George Washington?
Will show up. They're not going to impress the heck out of you, but I think Miami's going to be in a little bit of trouble.
Oh, wow. And Billy Napier, he's happy to hear that because back-to-back losing seasons, now he's taking on the nation's toughest schedule. Man must have been born
He's
under
got to
a
be
bad
frustrated. That's a nice suit.
hard luck. No, I think they'll come to play, but I'm going with Miami in this ball game. And Cam Ward, this guy won his team over in the spring, coming from Washington State, and that's only crystallized here during fall camp. So he's going to be the main guy. Can this defense corral him? Watch Ruben Bain on that D-line for the Canes, man. 7.5 sacks last year as a freshman.
Twitchy. I'm going to take Florida in this game. I think Graham Mertz has a couple of weapons. He's got an old teammate from Wisconsin at receiver. I think Eli Badger comes from Arizona State. Remember, Ricky Pearsall had come to Florida and became a first rounder. I think there's enough going on in Gainesville and a desperate crowd to change the fortunes. I think the home field will be a factor. Heat won't be a factor. They're both from that Florida heat. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go with Florida.
This is a really interesting game because it feels like a must-win out of the gate for both.
Did he say the Florida Heat? Like, do you think the Miami of Ohio's coming down? Bitch, it's hot as fuck in Miami.
Well, yeah, he said they both shouldn't have a problem.
Oh, okay. I thought he was talking okay.
They should both be used to it.
But can we as a family, like, that does look like one of our founding fathers, right? Like, why is one of our founding fathers talking about football? Like,
I looked at the group shot and I knew exactly what you're talking about.
Like, my man is just like I get that's just your traditional SEC white man. He's going against that. Miami's too ethnic. There's too much diversity, equity, and inclusion down there. A Cuban coach, Cuban head coach, Cuban O-line coach, and a bunch of blacks running on the field. That is not the way that God intended football to be made. Hey, yo. Hey, my man. Why does he look like that? That's
like a powdered wig, right?
Definitely a powdered wig. Wow. Like, he voted. He was definitely a part of the wig party when they were voting. Like, yo, my mans, what the fuck is going on, man? He said, motherfucker look like the old lady from Something About Mary. Look like Robin Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire. Hey, Alexander Hamilton, that's it. He looked like he about to go fight Aaron Burr in a duel.
That's a John Hancock.
Yeah, man. What the hell's going on here, man? These guys are tripping, dog. That man got on the set and said, you know what? I'm finna set it off in this bitch.
strong head of hair though.
And, I mean, is that it? That you know what? I can't even hate. If that's really legitimately his hair, bitch, you rock it the way that is.
Yeah, that's his hair.
That's his hair.
Yo, that is a fierce hairline.
Yeah.
He got that slick back. No, that's
Yo, he looked like he makes some he makes some mean oatmeal.
Oatmeal.
Yo, look up my guy. Okay, look up Mr. Winston. Mr. Winston on like from American God. Or what's his name in John Wick? No, it is Winston in John Wick.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. The Spanish actor.
Oh, he's okay. Spanish?
I don't know. I just guess. He might be Jewish.
God damn, Miles, that's a hell of a picture,
yeah.
bro. You're talking about me. He's one of them ethnicities. Respect my decision. You enter the raffle exactly the way you just did that, but you have to raise your hand,
and we'll put your name down.
And or raise a hand gets you a free entry. If you hit the super chat, $2 every increments of $2, that gets you into the entry. Man, that man looks like if we could just white his hair out.
Oh yeah, they do look similar,
but he looks more badass though.
Yeah,
but it's probably because of what I've seen him in. I can't. He was Mr. Wednesday is what he was. Is Odin on American Gods.
That's right.
But he was Winston in John Wick. You know who's like Winston in John Wick? Greg McGarity. The white men that can look like they're just so calm and look like all they got to do is pick up a phone and like your whole life could be over. And they're always got a sunny disposition. Like I've never been around Greg. Like we've been doing this for this is our second year doing. For those who don't know, tomorrow we'll post our drive to selection with the Gator Bowl for our second year. Greg is just very nice. But I know Greg can make some bullshit happen to you if you want to. He can unalive you. He was an SEC AD. I know he has body somewhere.
For sure.
But Mr. Winston.
Yeah, he's English.
He's English. As they all are. They all are. It's bullshit. I'm so mad at these people. Miami has this from a scheme standpoint. What would you, as a coach, JC, do to stop BC? Give me a second. Give me a second. Meet the know. About to get into it. You got to talk about this. This isn't an FSU pod. This is a random sports pod that I just happened to be an FSU guy with, and we have a clear slant. Clear slant. I will not hide it from you. It is clearly slanted toward Florida State every time I talk about Florida State, but it's real. Now, tomorrow, I will do my breakdown of the opponent. We'll watch some BC film. We'll watch BC film from last year. We'll watch the bowl game and a couple other different things that they've done. Probably watch them against Georgia Tech because they beat Georgia Tech. We didn't. But do we have any other UF bullshit?
Nah, that was the end of that. Now we're on to FSU.
Uh-oh. I'll be sending me text messages like I'm not even looking down at my phone right now. So, all right. Add 5 for Angelo, add 5 for Adrian because of Luke. Now, here's what I love. One thing I am a huge fan of is accountability.
You said 5 for Angelo and 5 for
Adrian. So they should both have 6 now. I am a huge fan of accountability. If anybody listens to any of my shows, and I want y'all to put this in the comment section before we play this, who did I blame for this loss? If you can add in the comment section who I blamed for this loss, I will give you an extra entry. Yeah, I'll give you an extra entree at the tailgate if you purchase the ticket. It's all you can eat, all you can drink anyway. Angelo put Norvell. I blame Coach Norvell on this. And I am sticking with that. I think they were ill prepared. I think the game plan stunk. And I think that they just got whipped and out physical. And this is why I fucks with Mike from jump. Mike never shies away from accountability. Let's listen to what he said in the locker room. This is on their cinematic recap. Norvell Central clipped it. We'll clip it from Norvell Central. They all do it. Put it on our shit. Put it on our YouTube. Fuck them. I like Norvell Central, by the way. That's I got not fuck you per se, but everybody else, fuck them.
Everybody knows we're better than what we just put out there on that field. And that all comes down to me. So that's my fault. And I'm going to do a better job in preparing you. I'm going to do a better job in continuing to push the standard. I'm going to do a better job of trying to put you guys in position to go play with speed and confidence. Be who you say you want to be. Don't let an awful result change what this football team's all about. Because if you respond to it, you'll be able to point back and say, man, that was an experience. But our result took us to where a lot of people didn't believe we could go. But we got to go be that. Does everybody understand me on that? Yes, sir. Everybody knows we're better than what
I might, you know what? That might be my intro.
And that all comes.
You're right about that, George. I like that. That shit. This is why I fucks with Mike. I mean, people be like, why could I not like? Because Mike is a dude who Mike ain't a pussy. Mike literally, Mike is a winner. He's a champion. He wants to be a champion, and I like that accountability, man. Now, I did say this though, as a player. Me and my team, one of my guys, Bradley Jennings, he coaches at Mandarin now with me. I was like, man, I hate me and B-Mac. I've talked so fucking much about this game. I'm so aggravated with these motherfuckers. I ain't never like a Monday. Y'all know how tired I was on Monday. Monday we did 2 hours and 15 minutes here. I did an hour and 15 minute breakdown of the game. I did an hour and 15 minute, which I'll never do another Spaces again. Because it's on literally, like right now, we're on Twitter right now. So it makes no sense to do a Spaces when you can see it on Twitter, right? So me and B-Mac, we did that. And we had about over 100 people. So right now, how many people do we have on this? Yeah, if you just go over the
71 on YouTube.
Some motherfucker.
That's crazy.
Fuck yeah. Anyways, so 206 on Twitter right now. We have like 100. So if I just do what I'm doing now, I have more. I can kill two birds with one stone. And then I did another hour show. I'm so tired of talking about these sorry motherfuckers right now. Right now, and I'm emphasizing right now. They sorry motherfuckers right now until they change the image of what we all saw on Monday. Now, but I fucks with Mike, and I told B-Mac this. I said, yo, what would have Monday practice been like after this? Oh, we would have ran track beats. And he broke down what a Mickey Andrews defense would have had to do. And basically they have eight things that they have to accomplish every game. Or they have 8 gassers to start off. And a full gasser is 2 ways you can run it. The easier way to run it is the length of the field. So you go all the way down and back. That's 1 gasser. Now, the harder way is going across the field and back twice. Because you got to go up the little crest that's always on the field and down. That's 55 yards over, and you got to keep stopping and turning. The turn is what really fucks you up. But they already had those, so they wouldn't got none of their goals. Every play, you have your assignment, you have your effort, and like in the technical things. So like, let's say you missed your assignment, you had terrible effort, and you missed a tackle. That's 3 extra gassers added to that. You do not get an opportunity to reach Tuesday until you get done with Monday. And so Monday's practice started off with mat drills before practice. Then it's a shorts practice, 15 periods, real quick, hour practice in and out. Do your conditioning, and then you do your punishments. And you do all that shit. So it would have been a fucking track meet. People would have been devastated. They'd have been slaughtered. Lives would have been lost. And like I just really would have been like, you know what? I am really not looking forward to hearing these motherfuckers. And the film room. Like, people think my son was tough, and some people like my film breakdown and they laugh and joke. And I'm nowhere near as devastating or harsh as our coaches were when I played. Like, especially with the sexy red shit now, they would have really been getting on us. They'd have been like, oh, that's the problem with your generation. Out here bending it over, busting it open and letting that thing breathe. And this is what happens to you. painted fingernails, sassy ass generation. They'd have been all kinds of shit. Like,
did y'all hear about her lip gloss line?
Oh my God.
That's all I gotta say.
It's just nasty. Like yeast infection yellow or some shit like that. Like, it's just nasty for no reason. No reason. It's nasty. Like, she just looked like she tastes like licking the back of a battery. Like, it just again, this comes down to my point where I'm gonna have to tell my sons, have fun, enjoy your life. Tell me when you're ready to get married, if you want to get married, and dad will select the bride for you. Because these new chicks here, man, I don't know what the fuck's going on with these. Like, I like a whore, but like some of this shit is next level whoredom.
It's just kind of nasty.
It's really nasty.
Kind of nasty.
Oh man, I did hear like Mr. Coach, we played it on the show when he said, "Look at you being easily influenced by motion in the backfield, just like your daddy." I was like, "Yo, wait a minute." Oh, Eric, is the baby coming out?
Oh, shout out
to Eric, man.
Yeah,
I thought she been had that shit. My bad, bro. I don't know what I've been there. I thought y'all been had that baby. She been pregnant for like 20 months.
Huge W to Eric in the chat.
Man, get that thing about her and stay off of her.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Shout out.
All right. Shout out to that.
Congratulations.
Congrats,
everything
brother.
go well.
But yeah, Mike did pH balance all the way off. That's what she should have put. pH, like, I don't know, man. Like, ew. When she did Duval Day last year, and then she went to the concert in the same clothes, it was like 115-degree heat index that day, and she was eating crab legs. I just know she smelled like blue crabs that been in the sun. But anyways, let's go back to more Florida State stuff. We'll get into the Boston College stuff more on Friday. I will do a full breakdown. We'll get into the other different things about it. But so we got Norvell Central. We already played that enough. Boy, I'm talking about boy, I was so
Yeah, it's nasty, and then there's like dirty bathroom nasty.
Yeah, even the way she came in, like Glorilla, I fucks with Glorilla.
Yeah, me too.
Her songs is aggressive. Like, you feel like you're ready to fight. And like, as a guy, I can bop to some of it. I can't bop to none of the Sexy Red shit.
What? You ain't getting down to Sexy Red?
Nah, man. I don't know how to bend nothing over and bust it open.
I feel like y'all would be like good friends for real.
I like the one side. She's just too nasty for me.
Yeah, she seems like cool people.
Like, it's just like, I like her ratchet.
She seemed too cool.
I like her I like an old ratchet hoe. But like, I don't think her ratchetness is real. Haven't came up with some like Glow ratchet. But like, I just can't, like, nah, it's just too much for me. Oh my goodness, what the fuck is up with? Is that my guy?
No.
Is it the left?
No, it's not him. They just both have a cat.
No, not Michael Strahan. I know that. But I was trying to figure out who that is because I was hanging out with him. If that like push play, we'll see who it is. But that is woof, you gotta warm people up to that. You just can't be the first.
I think the knee-jerk overreaction is, oh man, it's messed up now for Florida State. They can't make the CFP. It's a done deal. It's a wrap. It was a conference game.
Desmond.
Now they're out of it, and now they're gonna fall in the tank. And I just think that that's not true. I mean, don't forget, we're still gonna get 12 teams into the college football playoff. I know it was a conference loss, but they still have everything ahead of them. And Mike Norvell is a really good coach. With really good coaches, you try to figure out what you get.
Wait a minute,
Sometimes you don't know until you know. And now they understand what they have on offense. They understand what they have on defense. They had to replace a bunch of wideouts too. So I think now they can go back to the drawing board. They have a big game on Monday. So I think we'll see a different Seminoles team.
Yeah, that's not the guy
moving forward.
Fuck him.
I think the knee-jerk overreaction is,
that's
man.
the one who Sheena says she hates not him, his brother. She hates everything about him.
Emmanuel?
Yeah. I hate that. I hate him
My
too.
homeboy said the same thing.
I hate him too.
Yeah, I don't know.
The problem is he's a Nigerian that's to speak like you Nigerian, dog. You different. Don't be coming over here speaking for me. It's a whole different way they treat us over here, dog. Like, don't you talk too much, and like he be doing a lot of talking and not a lot of listening, and he always saying some shit.
I didn't know he was like that.
But Desmond is a habitual liar. I just want to put that out there. This is when I knew Desmond Howard was a liar. Roll back about 15 years ago. Have no idea. I've never met Desmond Howard in my life. I got shouted out on college game day by Desmond Howard. Desmond Howard says he was talking to former fullback James Coleman about the game. And I said, and so my phone's blowing up at the time. I got kids at Ponte Vedra. All the little white kids like, damn, I knew Coach James was something, but we didn't know he knew like Desmond Howard something. And they're like, he said he talked to you. I said, I've never spoken to that man a day in my life. Like, I don't even know. I said, I wasn't even in town yet. Like, I just got here. Like, how the fuck did he talk to me about the goddamn game? I don't know who he thought I was.
Was there another fullback?
Not at that time. Like, no, I mean, William Floyd would have been around, but you clearly know who the fuck William Floyd is. Like, that's a legend. Hey, I don't know who the fuck he talked to. But like when they just be throwing shit out there and just putting names on it, like I'm like, if he would at least text me or said, hey, James, I just used your name, I'd have been like, fuck yeah, I'll tell hell yeah, Desmond. And I would be like, yeah, I talked to Desmond, man, that's my dog. But the problem is I don't even know who the fuck these people is. And he ain't even need to do it. You already a talking head, you already got a battery behind you. You don't need me. But I do kind of agree with Desmond. Now, the college football playoff shit, can't get to that. Can't get jiggy with that one right now. But if you can like do everything the right way, like you can still accomplish all your wants.
Right.
I doubt it. I doubt it. They all be in their own place. They just be saying shit and sprinkling shit on top of it. But it was a funny moment when it happened. But all right, going to the next thing. Desmond, I don't think we're in the college football playoff, but I do believe we'll be playing meaningful games in November, talking about the college football playoff. Emmanuel reminds me of the politician in South Carolina. Like that, I'm sorry, guys. If your gums are wilding, don't come around me. Because that terrifies me. 5 million viewers, pretty good. Georgia Tech just acting like it was them. But hold on, we'll go to that one next. But 5 million viewers for that game, that's pretty legit. Shout out to that. I do love Godfrey. Godfrey be making some solid points. Even though I don't know why everybody hates Vlad when people willingly go on Vlad, but you know, whatever. I think Vlad does some good interviews, but like you can easily not answer some of the fucking questions that he is. Dalco just went to the Cowboys. Probably about that time for Dalco to chill out and do something different. What up? Go to the next thing.
Yeah, what up, baby?
Oh, this motherfucker. You know what that feel like right there? Go to the. You know what that feel like? And he got a bald head right now too. It feel like when Ving Rhames opened the door in Baby Boy, or they on there Tyrese. What's going on?
Hello, baby.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. Good seeing you.
Yes, yeah, man. Yo, actually, let's get your opinion real quick. So, what you thinking about? What about Saturday?
But Miami, of course. What do you mean?
I'm saying, don't give me that. I know you're gonna win. I got that. But what are your thoughts? Like, just like as far as them, what they gonna do to attack Florida? Like, how do you?
But they got to win. They got to win at the line of scrimmage. I think you got that. They got to win at the line of scrimmage. I mean, they on both sides of the ball, and Mario's got to put up a shut up now, bro. All this talk about the talented team and the recruiting and all that kind of stuff. Now that's got to translate onto the field. I mean, I think him and Billy Napier, in my opinion, are in the same. In the same space. Now, there's a lot more pressure on Billy because the SEC schedule is way harder than the ACC schedule. But Mario, man, he's got to live up to the expectations. All this recruiting, top 10, all these guys in the portal, all this noise about being the most talented team in the ACC, man, that's got to translate on the field.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
You looking good, man. You trying to
Hell no.
You trying to get back in there?
Hey, listen, I get a 10-day contract. The kind of money they getting now, shit, me. I'll take it all day, baby.
I told somebody that. I said, shit, what they getting right now?
Bro.
I'd try to stay.
Bro, these cats are making crazy bread now, bro. Panay Sue just got what? He's
worth it.
No, he gonna get. I mean, he be wearing a gold jacket when he retired. But 4 years, $150 million, bro.
That's a lot
for a right tackle. He made me proud. Don't get me wrong. Now, he made me proud being the right tackle make that kind of money. Because usually left tackles make that kind of money. 150, yeah. But he's special. I want to bring this up, but I got to ask you the goddamn question. What the fuck happened to y'all? What the fuck happened to y'all on Saturday?
Them boys got a little bit of bread,
bro,
and they got a little soft and sassy, and they got overconfident. And them boys, Georgia Tech said, "Man, we finna put a
bro." I've never seen Florida State get dominated on both sides of the line of scrimmage.
What was crazy about it is when we went to tie it up. It was 6 minutes and 40 seconds left.
They did not get the ball back.
They didn't get the ball back. We had the ball one time. Not 21 minutes of life.
No. I know
21 minutes of
football. Y'all had the ball one drive.
Man, that is. If I'm a defensive player, I'm tired as fuck.
So let me ask you a question. What do you think that meeting room was like when they went back and watched the film? You know y'all stayed the extra day to go sightseeing. What the fuck y'all want to go see after that?
I would have been like, I'd have told them out, fuck that.
Man, take me home. Fuck that.
Go home.
I would be like, man, take me the fuck home.
I think it's a lot of, when I went back and looked at it myself, I'm just like, it's a lot of a lot of selfish play from the defense. Linebackers not spilling. When you got those two guys pulling, dog, you're not finna make the tackle. You got to go in. You got to sacrifice yourself so that the next guy doing his job comes over.
Do they understand that, though? Do they understand that?
Apparently, number 9 doesn't. Apparently,
I'm ask you a question.
Number 9 don't.
Here's a question. Every time y'all ran the counter trail on offense, though, how's the backside end making the play every time? Who's blocking them?
So, one, the first puller is not getting where he needs to get to fast enough.
Facts.
And they're doing.
And they got to be tipping it.
So they're doing they're not doing GT. They're doing the guard tight end.
Yeah.
So if the guard's not getting there, and now you got a tight end who ain't really that great of a blocker, he's tiptoeing. That's how the backside end is getting down there. He's reading that, and it should be faster.
Bro, that shit was frustrating me. I said, why is the backside end making the play every day? Why isn't he being blocked?
And I'll tell you this too, and this is why I blame Mike. Georgia Tech did first thing, if they run, if you think run, go.
Yep.
44 linebacker vacated every time. And why aren't we attacking where he left? Like their DN's not and
the middle linebacker, yeah.
Then even when you're saying that backside end crash, every time we ran the naked boot,
yeah,
nobody was there. It was just there for him to we only ran it a couple times.
That Mike linebacker is hitting it that hard, dog. The middle of the field is wide fuck open. Tied in is right there in the middle.
And when I did,
how you think Kelsey makes all his fucking plays?
I watched them play y'all last year, and everybody, which rightfully so, TVD wasn't great. But I'm sitting here like, God damn, why are you throwing the ball? Just doing doing flood zone concept, middle of the goddamn field, wide open. Every time he attacked the middle of the field, Restrepo had a big play, tight end had a big play, and I'm sitting here thinking with us like, damn, we ain't did that. The one time we did it, DJU was when we had to go tie it up. And he let DJU drive down the field. Yeah. And they just, anyways, man.
Damn.
But
y'all can't have no letdown this Saturday, Boston College.
Everybody's like, what you think? I said, man, let me find out Monday. Let me see what we do Monday, because Monday going to tell us a lot. If they can't bounce back from that, and that's a tough one to come
Boston
back.
College is always play y'all tough.
Man, the only thing that I could think of that may save us, because last time we played them early in dope, that heat got up on them. That's the only thing. But we got
the best time to play them.
I wasn't worried about the jet lag going to Ireland.
Yeah,
I'm worried about it coming back and how we're going to do now. Yeah. So, but they just better get, or it's going to be a lot of people who thought they was going to the league about to work at FedEx or UPS.
I tell cats all the time, man, the NFL ain't going nowhere, dog. Wherever you at school, dog, just be that best motherfucker you can at that school. NFL ain't going nowhere. That was the best thing happened when I was at Miami. I didn't worry about the NFL. I worried about being the best Hurricane. And with success, NFL gonna come. They're gonna come anyway.
The other side of it too is even though you're here in Jacksonville and you are a Jaguar great, how many people talk to you about the Jaguars or the Steelers over Miami down here in Florida?
Plenty.
Really?
Up here?
No, I mean up here in Jacksonville. But when you go back down to Miami,
when I'm in Miami,
when you're in Miami, everybody talks about you about it. And what I try to tell them is most people aren't as good as you are. So if they're going, but if you make a play in college, you're gonna get remembered forever for that.
True.
So
That's
like
true.
set your foundation up now.
Listen, I tell people this all the time. I played in the NFL 11 years. I was drafted in the first round by the Steelers. I played for the Jaguars, but my team is the Canes.
All right, man, I'm gonna have to
All right,
get you
baby.
on when we
Give me a let me
when we
know.
play.
Huh? Let me know, baby.
Definitely.
Y'all be good, bro.
You too. Thank you.
News just broke. The Cowboys signed Dalvin Cook officially.
Yeah, people were saying that in the chat.
Yeah, NFL posted it around like 15 minutes ago. So
Is he still good or is it health problems?
I don't know. I've seen, he's been posting the videos of him training and slamming the medicine balls and stuff. But once you hit that field, then that's what we're really gonna see.
That big ass motherfucker always makes my fucking wrist hurt every time I dap him up. He has no idea how heavy his fucking hands are.
Nah, he probably do it on purpose.
Holy shit. That's a big ass motherfucker. Like Leon Searcy. For those who don't know, that was Leon Searcy. This is why I always tell people, like when Miami fan, everybody's like, oh, I said, I know you're legends. We hang out. We don't talk like y'all. Like imagine me and him talking like y'all talk on Twitter. That'd have got very contentious very fast, and I'd have been like, you know what, bitch, do I need to fucking fight right now? Like that's a big ass motherfucker to try to fight. Like, now, years removed, still large. Luke, he is not a national champion. He is a 3-time national champion. Like that motherfucker, like Big Leon. Big Leon was good. He was a first round draft pick at I believe interior lineman. Even though he ended up playing tackle in the league. He blocked for he was technically, everybody gives Baselli all the props, but Brunell was left-handed. So his backside was his right. So he was the guy who protected Mark Brunell's backside when he was with the Jags, but he was a hell of a fucking player, dog. Like, and dope individual. Wow. ESPN, only person in here in this building who's been on ESPN 30 for 30 twice.
Oh, really?
He was part of the U, and he was also a focal point in Broke. Because I wanted to ask him that, and I just didn't want to. But like, I want to really, you want to be in today's NFL? You want to make peninsula money when we know what you just did with all the bread that you got? Like this man document, like he like literally lived it to his last minute.
Hey, that's good stuff. I like that.
And
can't take it with you when you go.
Yeah, it says here you got drafted 11th overall by the Steelers in 1992. 11th. First round, 11th overall. So he was a killer.
That motherfucker was bad. That motherfucker had a punch. Like that just with not an actual, but like just hit with your hands. Like so this is why for those who don't know why I don't have a realistic idea of how big I am. Because of people like that. Like to me, that's big. I'm not as big as him. To me, that's huge hands. My hands aren't huge compared to his. And he's got like, and my hands have a thick pad, but his is like there. But anyways, though, that's what.
You're a normal size giant. There's nothing small.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's just funny though. Like when you see a giant, you're like, oh, that's a giant.
For you.
For me, like.
When we see it.
So like in my head, I can't even imagine what my sons would see. Like what Kai sees when he sees me and Uncle Tobe.
Yeah.
Like what it like he's like, Tobe's got to be the biggest motherfucker like ever in life to most people. Like, and then he had another, so Trey has Uncle Trey, Kai have Uncle Tobe, and they have Coach Ken. Coach Ken is big as shit too at UC. And I'm like, anyways. So now you got extra Miami breakdown for those who didn't know. That's what happens at Goodfellas. You never know who you can run into.
Never know.
Big G got some heavy ass hands too, Steven. Big G. I saw Big G at the Jacksonville practice, and he's still big. But yeah, and that's how it be. So if you saw me and in the combine, I hang out with Reggie Wayne every year, and Adrian, that's what I'm talking about too. Tell these motherfucking Canes to stay out of my motherfucking office. Motherfuckers just rolling up in here, just looking and shit, and just like I'm sitting here trying to figure out who the fuck is this big dude. Ain't nobody telling this motherfucker to leave. I'm just going. I can see him in the TV. I can see him in the camera. And I'm just like, I'm just going to ignore him because he just here, and I'm just going to be professional. And then he started talking. I'm like, this motherfucker here.
It's funny when people talk about if you walk into a place with a certain authority. That's what happened. He walked in here, and I was like, well,
he's supposed to be here.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yeah, I thought he owned the place or something. Yeah. I was like, hey.
Only one. It's only two. Well, now it's one other football player, and he was talking earlier. Lavernius big boss right now. Lavernius is paid to be the boss. Paid the cost to be the boss. That is Lavernius Coles.
Oh, okay.
He was just there. That's the light skinned motherfucker with the pants on that was in here earlier. Oh, with a bald head.
Oh, really?
That's Lavernius Coles.
The dude who was walking in the parking lot who asked me if I work here.
Yeah.
Wow. I was thinking the same thing about him. I was like, do you work here?
Yeah, like that's trouble. Like, so trouble is that's why you just gotta be careful what the fuck you say to people.
You don't say nothing.
I gotta that's why when I was one of actually still can get hit with a bottle, but like the one dude was about to get hit with a bottle by an owner. He might have came up. I just don't like you can't talk to me a certain kind of way, but so many times before I just click and I'm just like, you know what? You got to get hit with a bottle. It's a great song that came out when I was in college. I was trying to find it to put on my IG note, and it was great. It's by a chick. Sometimes chicks make great music for you. She was like, I don't talk. I don't fight. I don't argue. I just hit that bitch with a bottle. I hit that bitch with her. And that's just sometimes what people got to get hit with bottles. You typically get the message when you get hit with a bottle. But anyways, going back to, I don't know where the fuck we're at right now. A dude,
You talking about Bottle Action by Miss B?
Is that who made that?
It said
it's a great song. I gotta just
yeah.
It's just like it's like vibe. I hit that bitch with her.
Yes, I don't fight. I don't argue. I'll just hit that bitch with a bottle.
I hit that bitch with her.
That's the hook.
The girl fight was about to throw them ball. Oh, okay, Bottle Action, Miss B. Okay, I will be playing that. That would be my IG thing right there. A lot of fights happen with that. Women fights are crazy.
This came out in 2004. Dang.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Wow, 20 years. God damn, boy, that's solid track record. All right.
That's our song of the day.
Song of the day,
Miss B. Bottle Action.
Bridging the gaps.
Bridging the gap.
Were you even? Yeah, you were a baby. You were a baby when that song came out.
I definitely don't remember.
All right, we talked about that, but we got to talk about the one guy who's about to. Like, I would never. This 3-2-1 no. That's who it is. Go to 3-2-1 no. And back in the FSU stuff because we were gonna get to this. Third link. So this is what you do when you're not getting. You have to ask, is everything all right at home? Click on them. I'm not roasting them. I don't want to roast this guy because he's a part of the fan base, but there's nothing like you don't make tweets like this unless this is something that you're actually okay with. Okay, so Pilgrim. That's a Pilgrim. You got the AI, but he's a Pilgrim.
Oh,
correct?
Okay. I couldn't tell. I thought.
Yeah, I think that's him. That's definitely not him, but man, that would be a solid beard. Yeah. He says, if Florida State loses to Boston College this weekend, I will eat dog shit out of a red Solo cup with a spoon and post a video of me doing it. Book it. He has almost 2,500 bookmarks.
1 million views.
Like, it goes to this conversation I was having about chicks in Dubai. In random, like, have you ever heard? Just if you want to go down a weird YouTube rabbit hole, go down that. And a lot of these women taking these pictures on these videos, one, they're getting flued out to get fucked. But
You know that? No.
in Dubai, they doing like the wildest shit to some of these women. Poop stuff, dog stuff. Like, but they're getting paid.
I like dogs.
I don't know if you
Not like this.
But there's a lot of things that I would say. I just would not say this because I have absolutely no control over this. And after what we just saw, this could actually happen. And now you might like now you got to deactivate your page.
Yeah, a million people saw.
How do everybody know about Dubai except me? I thought they was just chilling over there.
Nah, man.
I guess they is chilling, but
They
lit. They
it goes by, bro. Sometimes I think a lot of people make the assumption that everybody's normal.
Yeah, for sure.
And most people aren't normal, and most people will never. Everybody's putting the highlights on social media, but what you had to do to get that, you gotta,
especially if you got money,
because that's really what it comes. Rich people are bored,
yeah,
and the normal things don't excite them anymore. So, like, they do. It's a submission king. That's all it comes down to. But I don't like that kind of, like, that's weird. Like the chains and like Rihanna made the song, like Rihanna freaky. She's like, she made the sticks and stones may break my bones, but chains and whips excite me. Yeah. Like, you know, I may be bad, but I'm perfectly good at it. Sex in the air, I don't care. I love the smell of it. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but I'm just saying, that's just a wild. That's a wild song.
Good song.
The dominatrix shit, code words and safe words, they just take it to the next level in Dubai. Because as this one rapper that I don't know, look what the money make a bitch do. Oh yeah, I saw the snippet of the fluffer. So, and you know or you don't?
I do.
Okay, all right.
What is
Because a lady got into the industry. She was on a podcast, and she talked about how she got into the industry as a porn star, and she started off as a fluffer.
Wow.
And they asked her, "What is it like?" And people just come in the room and they're just there, and you just be like, "Hey, okay, hey, you need help? You need some coffee? You need this? You need that?"
Oh,
blah,
that's
blah,
what
blah.
the fluffer is like.
No.
Okay.
No, she keeps them ready.
Oh,
but whatever
she keeps the
you
pillows
need,
fluffed.
whatever you need to get ready, it actually reminds me of the Little Dicky cartoon with Snoop when he was trying to rap, and the secretary comes in. Well, do you need anything? You need some coffee, some Coke, some head, some Skittles, some things. This and 3, 2, 1 is here.
Hey, he pulled up.
He pulled up.
Yes, sir.
All right, and put it on there. I normally no, that's him.
Yes,
I can see the
sir.
avatar. I normally don't ask this. Are you dead? And I normally don't answer X. Are you dead to fuck serious, brother? I need to know.
His bio said full-time BSer though.
Okay, I'm about to say, because if you dead to fuck
But
serious,
let's see what he say.
I just need to know if you're serious and what kind of dog is this that we're talking
Because a
about.
Chihuahua different from a Rottweiler.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
and which kind of dog are we like? Are we talking about the first one, like after they like ate, or the second one? Because the second one is typically wetter, and the consistency isn't as great. Because I hate picking up. One thing I hate doing is picking up dog shit, and the only reason I do it is I don't want that karma to come back. He doesn't have a dog.
Somebody give him a dog.
I just shit. We got Charlie. I mean, we can make it happen, man. But not. Wait a minute. Hold on, because he didn't say a full cup. He just said in a red Solo cup.
Hey, it's
anyway. All right.
It don't matter.
Too much, but just. Oh God!
Any recommendations?
Anyway, no recommendations. That's enough. Just I appreciate you. Even,
Yo, appreciate you.
I appreciate you even fucking with it. It's gone too far. It's gone too far. All right, go to the next thing. Speaking of dog shit, Colorado. I am not about to. That's true. Fair enough.
He getting technical.
Fair enough. He's right.
Okay.
He is right.
Okay, I see. Where
He said this weekend. So if Florida State plays bad this weekend, he'll do it. But we don't play Boston College, nor will we lose this weekend. So that's good. But speaking of dog shit, Colorado. I'm not about to bet. It's just Deion always got a lot of wild, weird shit going.
He's rich.
And maybe that's the theme of today's show. Rich people got wild, weird shit going. Like, can we go look up? You can look up Deion Sanders 2000. Maybe 1990. No, not like 2019. Rich people do weird shit. But technically Monday does count because it's Labor Day weekend. And Labor Day adds the extension to the weekend because it's on Monday. But like Deion, for most of our lives, Deion went from Jerry Curl to my guy Dibby Dukes. And then he went and got the surgery to get his hair, right?
I forgot he was bald.
Yeah, he was bald. That's why I wanted to look. He went and got the surgery, which takes hair where it grows, right? So sometimes there's placement we have it's ass hair that they take and they put the plants
There
in.
can't be enough hair on your.
It's not. It's the look at and it's the grade of hair too. It's a little finer. So Deion went. He got hit, not pubes. Pubes are on the front part. But he got ass hair. Like that's what happens when. And then but when you pay for the surgery, like it shouldn't be thinning. Like I would be really mad if my hair.
Because you got to keep it up.
You got to keep adding ass hair. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's like with a unit. Like if you get a glue unit, like you're gonna have the maintenance and you're gonna have to get it replaced and blah blah blah. So,
And then
I assume it's the same thing.
But this is also how you know it's not, because like your beard is not gonna go gray, and there's not a snippet of gray in your head.
I know. That contrast is pretty.
So actually, before we play this, because we got to go to something. We got to figure out the other shit that what got us to this point. Because this is, man, you know what? Fuck it. We can go in all kind of ass hair in Beijing is a fucking hell of a combo, man.
That's a great mixtape.
That might be Sexy Red's new mixtape, Ass Hair in Beijing.
That's a great.
I'm just saying, Deion is full of. Anyways, play this video.
So when you hear guys like Paul Feinbaum calling your program irrelevant,
Colorado is nothing. They don't matter. They're irrelevant in the big picture of college football.
You're talking about us. How can we be irrelevant and you talking about me?
Yeah.
Like every time I turn around, somebody's sending me a quote that you're talking about.
He's a fan.
How? Well, the thing about a fan, you got to understand. A fan only blows when you're hot.
She went to Florida.
So we must be hot. I know what he's doing, and I'm proud of him, that he's smart enough to understand that this generation and this thought process and the way we communicate on sports is different, and he's a dying breed. So what does he have to do to stay and keep up with this change? Oh, I got to go find that big bad wolf and talk about it.
Yeah.
So now I keep my relevancy. And I'm saying, cool, but I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to add to you. I'm not going to respond. Because that's what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just want me to respond.
Which is
I don't do that.
incredibly
I'm not going to
racist,
help
but,
you.
like, not us.
Come up.
You know what I'm saying? Like the way they drew those.
There's so many layers to that reference that you made.
Right.
He said, I got to go find the big bad wolf.
That's right.
And he got that great beard.
That's
Look
right.
at it.
That's right.
Look at it.
That's right.
Yeah, this is his new thing. This is his first. Now, this is what I love about being famous, because he had a battery behind him, but he's good enough to have it. He gets fired, and immediately his first podcast is with Deion Sanders.
That's crazy turnaround.
I can't do this. I can't even do this at Florida State. Like, you got to jump through so many fucking hurdles to get, like, your sports information director has to approve this. One, shout out to Colorado's sports SID because he or she gives no fucks. Deion just be on regular pod. They guys be like Florida State. No, you got to look up and get that shit. But there's a lot of things he's right and he's wrong. He's hot because he's Deion Sanders. Has nothing to do with Colorado being good or not. But we'll get into the positive. But like, here's where Paul Feinbaum really gets in. Go to the next one. Hold on. Hello?
Hey, son.
What's up, Dad?
I got a question for you.
All right.
Okay, you said there's only 3 colors, 10 digits, and 7 notes. It's what we do with them that's important. What is that?
It's when you take those 3 colors and the 3 primary colors and you mix them, you make something else. What you do with the notes, you play beautiful music with those. It's basically, there's nothing ordinary there's nothing extraordinary in life except for the individual that takes it and sees it. That's basically the whole concept. I didn't come up with that. I probably stole that from somebody.
Okay, say that again. So I'm writing it down. There's.
All right. So there's only 3 real colors. Everything else you have to kind of go in and you add and you make that. But that's the individual that had to have the creativity to be able to do that. The same thing with notes. It's just the way you play them, the way you merge them together. So you have to be able to do that. And then I forgot the other part. Basically, we all got the same canvas. It's about what you look at and how you actually create and what you create out of that. Like, we all saw the same game. Not everybody can talk about it for 2 hours on a podcast.
Okay, I got you. So, okay, I see what you're saying. It's basically, like you said, whatever you do with it is what makes the difference.
Yep.
You can either dwindle it or you can use it the right way.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Like, I played the saxophone, but I don't play it like Kenny G. So, like, my notes don't sound like his. It never sounded like his notes.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so I got that now. So I gotta add that in James Coleman's wisdom book that he gave to elderly James Coleman.
All right. Well, that's cool. Add that with the 3 Fs and all the other stuff, Pops.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, now that helps me out right there. Other than that, I was looking at you, number 6 in the state.
Yeah, Mandarin, we're pretty good.
Yeah. Now, were they good when you took them over, or were they just mediocre?
They were okay. They were mediocre, but then like we got better. We had we had some talent come in 4 years ago, and now it's like really shining, and we got some other kids that have added.
Okay, cool. All right, so then I'll just talk to you in a minute. I wanted to get that in. Do y'all got a discount tires down there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got the reason why I'm asking is because I got a tax exempt with discount tires.
Okay.
So if you ever need it, let me know. Okay.
All right, we'll do.
All right, talk to you later, son. Love you. Bye.
All right, bye.
He called for a random
It ain't got me off the phone. They ran me off the phone.
He a quick philosophy quote.
Shout out to Lerone Bernardo for being a new member.
Shout out.
Huge
You
shout
see,
out.
it's BS.
Today
Shout
has
out
been
to the
crazy.
randomness.
It's been a crazy good
It's
episode.
random ass people, man. Polo, we have a very complicated relationship. We have a very, very complicated relationship. I don't know how I feel, but he's a phenomenal grandfather. In comparison to a father, he's a phenomenal grandfather. But he's very random, and he was not there. But I do appreciate the fact that there are people who have it worse. I know exactly who my father is. We have the damn near the same cadence. We talk about the same things and a lot of other stuff, but I just don't. I don't throw the L word out there like that. And I'm shocked he says it, but that is my father. That's Luckily, I'm just grateful he didn't say anything to get us banned. Now that I think about it, that was a very questionable call right there. Like that motherfucker right there could have called y'all every epitaph, stereotype. Like that man is just like, listen, man, that man lets him y'all think Trey bad. Trey is more against, put like that. Trey might be more like granddad than dad. Y'all think I have like Trey's filter is more like his grandfather's filter. Ooh. And like that motherfucker right there, boy. Anyways, but it's random. And it was 3 minutes. Got me on the phone and rushed me off the phone like I called him. Yeah, I was brave, Londa. I didn't even think about it. Not thinking about how that went down, it could have went so many other different ways. Like the one time he called me and said, "Hey, son, I just need to let you know that if you're ever in a shootout, make sure there's no witnesses because you have to unalive everybody because you only want to leave one story. All right, I love you. Talk to you later. Bye."
He an OG. No,
that was the call. Now
that's
he's
game. That's game right there.
Now, talking about my father. I really want to get more information because nobody has given me a straight, but I know it happened. He was in a shootout with Columbus Ohio Police Department. Legitimate shootout with Columbus because he was a bounty hunter and they were in the way of him getting his person and like he has jurisdiction. But it was it was a mean shootout. And he says he was. I don't know if he was a Panther. I do know he's the only. Fuck it. I talk about him all the time. He's the only Muslim that I know that I have seen make me a fried bologna sandwich.
I mean,
with cheese.
Mustard.
I don't remember if it was mustard on it, but the only way to eat, I can eat bologna is you got to fry it. I'm not like of that. What else did this motherfucker do? He was a Marine. He is a former Marine.
Makes sense.
He's touched. Maybe should have been hugged. He was a gang member when he was a kid. Wild boy was causing hell, raising hell when he was in Tallahassee at FAMU in the 80s. And his only laugh is there was no turkey bologna like that in the 90s, dog. Like this was the 90s, it was 95. Like this man gave me my first Glock when I was 10 years old. I was same age as Trey. I was about actually Trey like that summer. Like matter of fact, yep. Trey just turned 11. So the summer when I was 10, turning 11, he heard fireworks in the neighborhood, thought it was a gun. He went and grabbed his gun, looking for action, gave me the gun to say, if anybody comes to that door that doesn't look like him, don't ask questions, just shoot. Meanwhile, his girlfriend, Vaughn, was there. Like, why not give the gun to the adult?
Someone said a Glock 19 or 17.
I don't be honest with you at that. Primo, it was such a. I don't know if this is like PTSD coming out or if it's like a scarring. I remember it. I just know he said it was a Glock and he handed it to me, and it was probably a 17. If I had to kind of go back, but like, no, Eric, he didn't care about the 10-year-old has never shot a gun at that point. Do you know what the kickback anybody could have got killed with that? Like but I'm not granted. I was a sturdy 10-year-old. I wasn't small.
You knew how to hold your weight.
I knew how to. I mean, I was fighting men at that point. But anyways, the point is, my father's my father. I accept people as they are. All right, back to Colorado bullshitting. Dove Kleiman talking about Colorado.
We need to do a segment. James's thoughts.
Shit. No.
James's therapy thoughts.
Shit. It's crazy. It's a lot of shit in there, man.
Toting Glocks at 10? Like, come on. What are we talking about?
Some people run away from their demons. I try to make friends with mine. They ain't going nowhere.
Coach Prime is showing he is not ready for prime time, Greeny. I find this whole thing to be disgraceful. Deion may want to talk about love and joy, and that's been the cornerstone of what he seems to be spewing out. But treating reporters like this seems like we're in some autocratic country. This is not America, and the fact that it's in his contract is really even more absurd. But don't forget, he did this at Jackson State. This is a trait of Deion Sanders. He wants to have it his way, and I find him to be a bully and a hypocrite. And quite frankly, as someone who has been a fan of his throughout his entire career, even at Colorado, I am mortified by his actions.
All right.
Coach Prime is showing
what
he is
happened
not ready
was
for
now this is where I'm going to
prime time,
defend
Greeny.
Prime. The one guy on, if we do it, can we please? Nobody ever sees me defending Prime. They only see the bad shit when I say about Prime, and I'm equal opportunity. I think Deion had a right, and they're bashing him because I don't like Fonbaum way more than I dislike Deion.
Yeah.
And Deion's is real personal and a real issue. But I'm with you when you're right. The guy wrote articles calling Deion a snake oil salesman, a false prophet, like just dropping bombs on him, like literally hit pieces, never saying anything positive. Guys, Nick, you couldn't do that to Nick Saban. If you write bad about Jimbo, used to ban people all the time. It is a privilege, and they're not banning you from covering Colorado. They're banning him from asking questions in press conferences.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they didn't even revoke the guy's media credentials. They just said, I don't want to fucking talk to you. Yeah. And guess what? That's his right. It's his toy. He should be able to do that. Somebody put they made no changes to the depth chart. I hope 22 is not even on the team anymore.
I was watching First Take yesterday, and Stephen A was saying how Sean Keeley, the guy who got banned from asking questions, he was a columnist for the Denver Post. So columnists have a different set of rules, and they can like describe their quote unquote opinion more. That's why he was able to call him like the false prophet and snake's oil salesman. But yeah, like you said, this isn't the first time somebody got banned. So
I'm like, I have no, like, you could cover it. Like, be honest with you, people are always like, oh, I got to get press credentials. How do I get press credentials? Guys, it's really not that cool in the press box like that. So, like, I don't know why people worry about that. They're doing sound checks and all kinds of shit. We are wilding in this
episode is crazy.
Like, God damn.
Lit.
All right, let's listen to what Stephen A. Smith has to say. Why does Shannon do this? First off,
do what?
Like, just look at him right now.
He looked like a Butterfinger.
Like, that's what, like, he is not that one. Stephen A. and him are in the same fucking studio. You can tell. Why is Stephen A. why is the light so much brighter on him? Paul Feinbaum needs some of the makeup off of Shannon's face on his head. Stephen needs a little bit on his forehead. And I'm trying to think, like, he just always look like in this thing right here. If you can put it up under if you can put it under your lip, put it on the top of your lip. Like, don't just have the little thing. Yeah, like, come on, dog. And what is the necklace? He really looks like somebody, like a church mother right now.
I was gonna say both, but you're right. It does remind me of church. It's not.
Okay, it's just Shannon. You just be doing too much, man. Like, I know his pants are egregiously tight.
Facts, DJ 904.
Yes, two different people. He doesn't. If he had like the little mother hat, the big white cap, like thing that they be wearing with all the little. He's Tyler Perry of the sports world. Anyways, just push play.
Last year when Prime arrived at Buffalo,
yeah,
obviously Shannon and I were, we weren't at the TCU game, but we were at the home opener. Then we took First Take there and we did the show from there. Rooting for Deion. I've known Deion for years. He's a friend and a brother. Got a lot of love for him. I do not agree with how he's handled this situation. I do not agree with how the Colorado program has handled this situation. And quite frankly, I'm a bit disappointed because you have to have thicker skin than that. If you don't want to talk to the reporter, Shannon, don't talk to the reporter. But to have the program putting out a release announcing that we're not going to take questions as a program from this guy is utterly ridiculous. You started off 3-1. You beat TCU. Put Paul and Shannon back up there. I don't even want to see just me. I want to see the both of them as well. TCU was the national runner-up the year before. Colorado opens the season in a primetime Deion Sanders era. You beat them. And what did you do post-conference? Do you believe? Do you believe? And he kept asking that question, and he wanted to hear the reporter say, do you believe? And then he shoot him off, okay? So what happens thereafter? You win 2 more games. You start off 3-0. The rest of the way, you lost 6 straight. You lose 7 of 8. And obviously, you're going to have critics, people who will lining up. Remember that pre-game motivational speech?
And then make
Coach
sure we put it
Lanning
on
at
Sports Day
Oregon
like
did
everybody else puts it
before
on
they
there.
romped Colorado on national television, Shannon. And remember how he said, you remember, he took a direct shot at primetime Deion Sanders. He was saying, yo, you understand what I'm saying? We ain't trying to win the headlines. We going to win out on the field. And then they went and they slaughtered them. And so we have to take that into account. Now, primetime, and I believe in him. I believe in him as a coach. I damn sure believe in him as a person, you know, and I know I've known him for over 2 decades. I know that his purpose is higher than just winning football games. But he's also somebody that has to understand winning football games, that's where it has to start. Because everything else, in terms of the media, nobody wants to hear all of that. You don't want it. Listen, when we got on LeBron James, I bring up LeBron James for this one thing. What did I used to get on LeBron James about, Shannon? What did I used to get on LeBron James about? If he did great, it was fantastic. He'd soak it all in. And when he had a bad night, well, I'm just trying to be a role model to the kids. And they used to drive me nuts. It's like, can we stick to basketball? We're not questioning your character. We're not doing it. Let's stay right where it is. Well, now we fast forward and we think about somebody like Primetime. And you're talking about not being negative or whatever. Well, Prime, this is my brother. I love him and I believe in him and I agree. And I know where he's coming from. But there is evidence where you've gone against the media. There is evidence
All
when you've been negative towards the media.
Prime can do what the fuck he wants to do. I'm not mad at him for doing that. I'm actually glad they did it, because what happens if they just don't answer the man's questions? Then he writes about it and he's like, oh man, they're just punishing me. No, Deion, they stood on business. Put that bitch out in Front Street. Now you don't have to assume where you stand. You know exactly where you stand. I can appreciate that.
And you're not mortified. They don't really even care. You know,
right.
As a journalist, they're speaking as journalists, saying they're so mortified. They don't care.
Like, I think this, as a journalist, he did his job. If you did your job, you did your job.
Right.
I always tell people this. The reason why I will have whatever opinion I want to have about Florida State, because I scored in both them end zones and I bled and I sweat on that field. I will be here longer than whoever is the coach at Florida State. So, like, even if it's a bad thing, I buy my own tickets. I take care of my own things. I don't have to rely on being a former player. So that gives you a freedom. I don't need to go to a press conference. They stream them. Like, where do I want to go? Where channel streams it? I can just boom right there. We all can be, literally, the way the internet has made it, all of us can be journalists. You can all literally do your job. Colorado football plays damn near every game on national TV or on some semblance of, and if you get the streaming network things, you could pick up Colorado West or whatever the shit and watch the games out there. Like, what do you need to go and be in the press? Like, you can't drink in the press box. The food is mid. I promise you the food is nowhere near as good as you think it is. You can't even cheer in the press box. Like, pro and college, you literally have to just sit there and watch the game. It's very boring, very quiet. So, like, trust me on this one. You ain't missing shit. But here's what I will say needs to get more props. So if you go to ML football, kudos to Deion. And I would have been one of these guys getting $2,000, $2,100 from a JIT. But using your power and your influence to be able to help guys get better. And I do think that a lot of this gets lost because of Deion and how he acts. But at the same time, it shouldn't get lost. I think it's very important to highlight these things because this is big. And kudos to Deion Sanders for doing this.
Trevor J, Gant, Dog, Chidozi, they Zeb, Gus. Anybody else got anything on the way? I want y'all to know ain't like you in trouble. Like you ain't done nothing wrong. Matter of fact, you did something right. And the child is not a mistake. A child is an opportunity to mature you.
I don't like the gospel
grow you,
music.
advance you,
They can miss me with
and
that.
give you some skills that you guys gonna come? All right. Bring it up So y'all know how I am about fathering, and you know I would not hire a coach unless he's a great father. I don't hire a coach as a deadbeat. I don't hire a coach that's not taking care of his responsibilities. I would never hire a man that he say he's gonna look after y'all, but he won't look after his. That don't make sense to me. We've been blessed. I mean, truly blessed. And this is unbelievable. 5430 Alliance. They have something to tell you that we've been working on. And I don't know if some of you seen the tweet I put out last week. I said I need to partner with a bank.
Coach Prime put out that call and Elevations Credit Union responded. Coach Prime asked us to step up and to join him today in opening up accounts for the children of some of the student athletes that he just appreciates so much. Today we're starting you all out with $2,121. Does that coach
We're gonna go beyond this. Okay.
I think that's dope.
Yeah, it's creative.
I think,
Dion.
I think one of the things that college sports at minimum should have always been able to do, and I think they can still do some of this retroactively. There's enough money in there, is that if you play and you gave 3 to 4 years of your life to a school, you should be able to get health insurance. Or let me rephrase it. I should be able to go to that school and get taken care of because they have a doctor that comes there all the time. If I have a surgery that I need to get based upon my playing days, I should be able to get that. If I have a family or if I have different things that come to the game through the course of me living life and playing there, they should be able to take care of it because that's all they talk about is family, family, family. We should be able to do all those different things.
Health insurance for student athletes through NIL?
You can. Yeah.
It's definitely a loop.
It's a way to get it done. Or just call it what it is. Just there's a doctor that comes, like it used to be Mondays. Every Monday the doctor would be like a primary care doctor would be there.
At that age, though, you're still.
No, I ain't talking about fuck the college. I'm talking about if my old ass feels sick and I'm in Tallahassee, Florida,
just pull up to
because I played at Florida State and I'm a letterman, I should be able to come there and at least get seen. But now just don't make it like it's 5 and 7. Just make it the same one. Like make it the window. And if you get there, you can go get seen so you can have just adequate healthcare coverage. Like you don't need to be like the best, but like it can be something. Like now, a lot of us won't use the NFL has it in some capacity, but a lot of us would not use it because when you work, you get health insurance for a lot of these places. But just if you're not working, you should be able to go back to your university and have minimal stuff like that be covered. But I think this is dope because everybody doesn't get NIL deals. Guys do have kids. And while that's not, we can say this isn't this fault, blah, blah, blah. You chose to have this guy be a member of your organization. If he's a good enough member of your organization, is $2,000 not a good investment to make sure they have some semblance? Now, what I would have really liked to do is see them put it in like a whole life insurance policy for the kids so that it can gain interest or put it in some kind of IRA or some shit like that where now your kids, however many you have, they have something to jumpstart them for the future and whatnot. I think that's doing the right thing. But a shout out to Deion for even initiating this. And I hope more schools follow suit on that. That is a dope thing that Deion is doing. He needs to get more props on that. Because the show is going long and I have no idea what other random shit can happen, Damn, we got a lot of shit. Damn, which one did you skip?
Some baby mama type thing early.
Is it the free game one? Yeah, it's that one. Yeah.
Oh, couples are, that thing.
Yeah.
Didn't either of these motherfuckers look happy. And I don't
Yeah.
know how rich couples aren't real.
Yeah. They're just.
It's bad that they use Lil Durk in India, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Who's the girl?
Yeah,
India,
I don't
that's
know
his,
the girl.
He always be like.
She's
doing her
short
own-
then, because Lil Durk is short, right?
Like 5. He probably like anywhere from like 5'8" to 5'10". Maybe.
And she's incredibly shorter than him. Wow. All right. Good for him. Short people procreating with other short people to create more short people.
Schmirkio.
Do you have one of those spin the wheel things? Yeah. No, I'm saying I know he's put the names down.
Yeah, I can.
If anybody wants to, right now we're gonna talk about one more thing. If you want to get your name in here, you got to put now at this point you got to put the super chat in there. But Michigan and Jim Harbaugh, this thing is wild that the NCAA just they knew that he was getting out of there. And the fact that they let him pull up, and another notable white guy pulled this same thing. Now I can't think of his name. The coach, Pete Carroll, knew the allegations were coming, left to go to the NFL, and let USC handle all of this by themselves. But Jim Harbaugh, before and after Connor Stallions, he was 49-26 before. The picture, the epitome of mediocre. Then he goes in, Connor Stallions comes on staff and does what Connor Stallions do. For those who don't know, Connor Stallions is the guy who is famous for going on other teams' sidelines, stealing their signals, and reporting it to Michigan so that they knew what was going on. 40-3.
That's so crazy.
That is an insane stat. Like, that's dominance.
Connor needs to be set for life.
Yeah, Connor, I don't like Connor's good. Connor needs to be getting whatever he wants from Michigan.
He's Memphis, please.
Basically. Wherever Harbaugh really should be hiring him right now on the NFL staff. They got video of him talking. They got a Netflix documentary on him that I got to watch this weekend, apparently. Yeah, like it should be in the things that I sent you, in the group of stuff under Michigan. So we could, again, it says, in honor of Connor Stallion's sign-stealing documentary on Netflix, here's a reminder of Jim Harbaugh's record before and after Stallions was hired. One, his name is just amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like he should be in adult education films with a name like Connor Stallions.
I was thinking Westerns.
Westerns, too. That would work as well. Yeah, that would work.
Maybe both.
We have a Connor. Like, there's a JV running back that we have in Mandarin. His name is Connor, and he's black. All right.
Whoa.
So his name is Black Connor, and he was just like, "Why do you call me Black Connor?" Because I've never met a Black Connor before.
Yeah.
So I just assumed you were white, but then you're like, he's really black, like dark skin.
His parents knew what they were doing.
They just got it. Don't give him that regular colored name. Give him a chance on the application. All right, look at the other stuff to see if we got the or go to Buckeye Scoop or whatever. And then we have do we have other names? Anybody else who entered?
Yeah, in the chat recently, I just saw I put down Eric Limbaugh and Primetime Matt. Those are the two most.
Did you know Bow Wow? Yeah, women like to have kids from rich men. That's why I don't listen to what that lady said about Cam Newton. Like, these women knew what they were doing. Like, if anybody who has a kid by Future at this point,
yeah, you gotta know.
Like, you know the man's fertile. I don't have no sympathy for Sierra.
I got you down, Grant Gray.
All right, Michigan-based Grant is playing in the band.
He's like, I like winning though.
Fair enough. Okay. Michigan-based company, whatever. Breaking news: according to sources close to Ohio State University, NCAA is expected to bring the hammer to Michigan in the football program. The 2021, 2022, and 2023 seasons will be vacated. Includes all wins, all 3 Big Ten championships, the national championship, and they will have a 2-year postseason ban. Jesse Minter and Denard Robinson are working with the NCAA on a negotiated resolution, so it's a split case. The rest will go to committee on infractions. So they're looking at still no death penalty, but it's going to take them a little bit to get it past. If they don't dock them scholarships, then it doesn't even fucking matter. But the thing is right now is Florida State, what pisses me off about Florida State is that we actually care. And we got guys like Alex Atkins serving suspensions for giving the kid a ride. Meanwhile, people will actually cheating out here and saying, fuck it, we're going to win.
So you really think they would take away their championship?
They can vacate. You can't take away the championship. We know who won.
Right.
Like, they're not going to take away the team's rings, and all it's going to do is make it more valuable. But it should be another link under that Michigan thing, Miles, with the video of Connor style. Because Harbaugh tries to make it seem like Connor was just some wild rogue agent. But Connor had a really good relationship with him. In the video that we have up there. It's not that. Go back to the go to the whatever the show notes.
Make sure to check our X account at the Sports Den to see the
this one
FSU
right
depth
here.
chart if you didn't get a chance to
This
see it
is
online earlier.
This is Connor talking about his relationship with Harbaugh and everything that was going on.
And it all happens kind of overnight. So I actually got the game ball for the Iowa game in 22 for deciphering signals. Yeah, I'm the only one that has one that says my name. Understanding Coach Harbaugh and his way of coaching, I think that if anything, it's like, hey, we see you doing a good job. Well, the funny thing he said after I got the game ball is, don't get the big head counter, don't get the big. And it all happens kind of overnight.
So he got the game ball.
I actually got the game ball for
the Iowa game.
22 for
So,
signals.
this is but the thing is Harbaugh is not going to get punished for any of this stuff.
Right.
And just go on about his business.
One person said that I don't know if they heard the sound correctly, but I put it in the chat if y'all could hear the audio okay.
Somebody said, but I think it wasn't playing at first, but it is now.
Okay.
But now if we can get that, go ahead and put up the clicker, the whatever the thing is, the randomizer, the wheel. This gets us on.
Oh yeah, my bad. I forgot I got the screen.
So we'll see who's going to win right now.
So it is what I do. Just present. Yeah.
Yep, there we go. Now we just got to get it up there. All right, we got. There we go. Yeah, y'all don't even need to be up there. But all right, go ahead. We're about to push the button. Probably should have spread out the names, but it's all good. They'll be all right. Let's say Rob. So, Robert.
Shout out to
Robert Walden. Is Robert still here? You got to be able to state that you're here so that we can tell you how to get so we can tell you how to get your winnings. Go ahead and do
try it again.
Do one more. Take Robert out. So, but Robert, you got a chance to claim your stuff right now, but we'll get a second a supplementary winner.
All right, spinning the wheel again.
Oh, well, that's easy. Oh, Robert says he's here. All right, so Robert, here's what we need you to do. You need to go find inbox us on social media. Inbox us on social media. Let us know. I need an email address or a number. Don't put it in the chat. Find us on social media. Do that, and then we'll make sure you get your 2 tickets for the game. So congratulations on winning that. We will do we do a giveaway every Wednesday before every home game for a pair of tickets to the game. We may be doing another one. We may be doing another one later on, but for right now, not 1,000% sure. So somebody put 87 called JG Wentworth 877 cash now. And he's white. Pilgrims win. No coloreds. But yeah, man, appreciate you guys for coming in on the channel, talking to us, vibing with us. We will do tomorrow. We'll have sometime tomorrow with Luke. We'll be doing. It'll have to be a closed circuit. Then we'll upload it because I want to put some game film up there. We're going to do a breakdown. Me and Luke will do a breakdown of what we think the Florida Miami game is going to be like. We will. Then we'll have Friday show, and then we'll also tomorrow. I'll probably also have what's that shit called? Tomorrow will be a good day for us. Drive to Selection presented by Toyota with Gator Bowl. Florida Miami breakdown, and we'll also have breakdown of Boston College and what I believe and what we should and what we should not do. So those will all be uploaded. They won't be if you want to see them live. We will have, if you're a member, there will be stuff live for you to be able to come and join it. Just check it out, and we'll have times and everything for people too. So, and we get to watch ball, guys. Football season's here. At the end of the day, enjoy it. So, appreciate you guys for chopping it up with me, and we will see you guys next time.